Okay, let's talk about an attraction that feels, well, less like a choice and more like a force of nature. It's intense, it's confusing, and if we're being honest, it's often incredibly painful. In this explainer, we're going to break down, using a little Jungian psychology, the one woman you should probably avoid, and maybe more importantly, why you feel so powerfully drawn to her in the first place. It all starts with this strange paradox, right? She isn't trying to get your attention, and that's the very thing that grabs it. There's this quiet, this almost effortless self-possession that just feels different. It's not about what she does, it's all about what she doesn't do. And that silence, that feeling that she doesn't need anything from you, it can feel like a black hole, just pulling you right in before you even know what's going on.
So, what is really going on with this magnetic pull? At first, it really feels like you've stumbled upon someone uniquely deep, someone special. But here's the thing. This attraction is so often built on a powerful illusion, where you end up projecting all this profound meaning onto behaviors that are actually signals of something else entirely.
This is where your own mind starts playing tricks on you. You see her emotional distance, and your brain labels it depth. You experience her total unreliability, and you call it passion. Her silence becomes this giant, empty canvas for all your fantasies, a mystery you become desperate to solve. And when she disappears and then reappears out of nowhere, it doesn't register as instability. No, it feels like fate. You think you're falling for her, but what you're really falling for is the story you're telling yourself about her.
To really truly understand what's happening, we have to stop looking at her and start looking inward. See, this isn't really about a woman out there in the world. According to the psychologist Carl Jung, this is all about a powerful psychological event happening inside your own mind. It's called the Anima Projection. So here's the key idea. Jung believed that every man has what's called an anima. It's the unconscious, feminine part of his own psyche. Think of it like an inner blueprint for your emotional life. It holds your capacity for things like nurturing, creativity, sensitivity, but it also holds your deepest wounds and your most powerful longings. It's not a real person, it's an inner image. And right here, this is the massive disconnect. On the one hand, you think you see a goddess who can finally make you feel whole. But what's really happening? You're just projecting this powerful inner image onto a real person. You believe you found a healer who can fix your wounds, but she's actually just a mirror, reflecting your own unmet needs right back at you. You call it fate, when in reality, it's a profound psychological test. Now, let's get real about the consequences of living inside this projection. After a while, the connection stops feeling like love and starts to feel, well, a lot like a constant state of anxiety, run by a set of rules you can never quite figure out.
And these are the dynamics that just crank up that anxiety. The moment you show real vulnerability, poof, she pulls away. You try to speak your truth, and you're met with a wall of silence. She can mirror your emotions perfectly, making you feel so seen, but she never, ever reveals her own. It's a game, you know? She stays just close enough to give you hope, feeding you just enough to keep you chasing, but never enough to actually feel full or secure. We have to be brutally honest about this. That chaotic, heart-pounding, uncertain feeling, it is so easy to romanticize that, to call it passion. But it's not. It's anxiety, plain and simple. It's your nervous system screaming at you that something is fundamentally unsafe and unstable. It's that feeling of constantly walking on eggshells, always guessing, and never, ever feeling at peace. And let's be even clearer. This dynamic, this relentless push and pull, this chase for validation from someone who consistently denies it, that is not love. What it actually is identity erosion. You start to make yourself smaller. You dim your own light so you don't scare her off. You start censoring what you say to avoid pushing her away. Slowly, piece by piece, you lose yourself in this desperate attempt to become the person you think she wants you to be. And this is where Jung's words just hit home so hard. This whole destructive cycle, it really felt like fate, didn't it? The coincidences, the intensity, it all seemed like it was meant to be. But really, it was just your unconscious mind running the show. A hidden pattern playing out over and over because you just weren't aware of it. But all this pain, it's not the end of the story. In fact, it's the beginning of the most important part. This is the moment, the turning point, where you can stop looking outside for answers and finally begin the journey into yourself. This right here, this is the single most important question you could ever ask yourself. The focus has to shift. Stop asking why she did that and start asking, why did I tolerate that? Why did I believe that was love? Why did I stick around when I never ever felt safe? The answer to that is what holds the key to breaking the spell. And you have to remember, all this suffering isn't proof that you failed. It's a wake-up call. It's your psyche screaming at you that something is deeply out of balance. The pain isn't the problem. The pain is the messenger. So how do you start? Okay, step 1. You have to stop chasing. The game ends the second you put down the controller and walk away. Step 2. Face the emptiness. Face that void inside that she was distracting you from. Don't run from it. And finally, step 3. Reclaim your projections. Take back all that power, all that magic, all the potential you projected onto her, and realize it was yours all along. And this is what leads to the final stage of the journey. This isn't about finding a better woman to love. It's about becoming a whole man yourself. It's about finding that feeling of home you were so desperate for and realizing it was inside you the whole time.
The goal is something Jung called integration. See, you don't destroy the anima or try to get rid of these parts of yourself. That's not how it works. Instead, you turn around, you face them consciously, you get to know your own inner world, and you start to own the very qualities you were so desperately looking for in somebody else.
And what are those qualities? Well, they're things like your own capacity to nurture, your own creativity, your sensitivity, your emotional depth, tenderness, the vision for your own life. These were never hers to give you. They were always, always inside you, just waiting for you to awaken and own them yourself. Look at the transformation here. It's a complete shift. The old way was chasing her. The new way is building yourself. The old way was seeking her validation. The new way is embodying your own peace. The longing for her is finally replaced by the profound journey of meeting you.
And when you finally make this shift, everything changes. There's a finality to it. The obsessive thoughts just fade. The emotional charge dissolves. You are no longer the little boy wondering why she didn't choose you. You are the man who has chosen himself.
And that's really the ultimate truth here. The woman you needed to avoid was never really a person out there. She was just a mirror for the part of you that forgot you were already whole. And the moment you remember that, her power over you vanishes because you no longer need anyone else to complete you.